All right, Big Blue Crew. We're going to start off with some tough questions. Thank you guys for tuning in. And the tough question today, I'm going to answer, and I want you guys to answer with me. For the New York Giants today is, can lack of leadership be the downfall for the Giants in 2022? That's a question I want to ask, and I'm going to give you my opinion, and I want to hear you guys' opinion. So let's get to it. Welcome to Big Pat Sports Talk. All right. What's going on, Big Blue Crew? Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all our platforms. Welcome to another episode of New York Giants News and Rumors with Big Pat Sports Talk. And today we're going to talk about, can lack of leadership be the downfall for the Giants in 2022? And I'm going to let you know my answer early, and then I'm going to give you reasons why. And I'm going to say yes. The lack of leadership with the New York Giants can be the Giants' downfall in 2022. Now, you're going to ask the question, well, Pat, how can lack of leadership be the downfall of the Giants? We got a brand new head coach. We got a brand new GM. They're doing a wonderful job. Yes, they are. They're doing an absolutely wonderful job of creating this team and creating chemistry with this team and bringing people to this team that can actually be formidable opponents for other teams around the NFL, especially in the NFC East. I think we can do very good in the NFC East this year. But when I look at leadership on a football team, it's not just your coaches. It's not just your position coaches. It's just not the GM. It's just not the owner. I look at this roster and I look through it, and who are going to be the leaders for this team when the chips are down? When everything is not going correctly, when things are happening that normally don't happen and are causing the team to be down by 10 or be down by 14 or 17. Who are the players, who are the leaders on this team that can get this team back and snap this team back into reality? Be like, hey, look, we got to get this done. No questions asked, no excuses. Who are those guys on this team? Can you name them? Because me sitting here thinking, who are the rah-rah guys on this team? Who are the guys that get everybody fired up? Who are the guys that gathers everybody around and they listen to him and they follow his lead? Who are the guys on this team that are like that? Who are the Antonio Pierces? Who are the Michael Strahans? Who are the Lawrence Taylors? Who are the Carl Banks? Who were the Brandon Jacobs? Who were the Amani Toomer's? Who were the OCM and yours? You see what I'm saying? That we name those players on the team. I ask you guys because I want to be corrected, because I want to get in the mind frame that we do have leaders on this team. But as you can see my face up there in the left screen, who are those guys? Has anybody on this team the past couple of years proven that they could be the leaders on this team that can gather everybody around and everybody gathers around them and we get the job done? Over the past, 6-7 years? Who are those guys? Eli Manning was one of those guys because you just believed in him and you knew what he does. He was a silent leader. Does Daniel Jones have a little bit of that in him? Maybe. But who are those leaders? Who are those vocal guys? Who are those Justin Tucks? Y'all remember the All In? Y'all remember the Justin Tuck speech before the second Super Bowl? Who are those guys? Can you even think that any of the people that we have on this roster right now are even close to being that guy? This is a hard reality check. Is it Leonard Williams? I think Leonard Williams is just a guy that goes out there and he just performs. It's not really a rah-rah guy that gets everybody together and say, let's do this. Is it Dexter Lawrence? No. He's having a tough enough time just doing his job completely. Is it Blake Martinez? He could be. Maybe the coaching staff that we had before, or maybe Patrick Graham, his style of coaching, you know, nobody really wanted to take that role. Could it be Blake Martinez? Maybe. It's definitely not Tay Crowder. Ojulari, he's showing promise, but I've never known him to be a rah-rah guy. He's just a guy that goes out there and just does his job. It's not Quincy Roche. It's not Ellerson Smith. He's very quiet. Could it be Jihad Ward? He's trying to. Darren Beavers and Micah McFadden, they're rookies. Kayvon Thibodeau, he can definitely be that guy, but he's a rookie. Is everybody going to accept that from a rookie? He's going to have to learn his shtick in the league. He's going to have to learn how to become that player. So you just can't put that pressure on him immediately. Even though if there was a rookie that you can do that with, I think he would be that guy. Is it Xavier McKinney? Can he take up that leadership role? I don't really see him as a guy that gets everybody, you know, together when the chips are down and everything. I think he's just a guy that goes out there and just balls. But when things don't go the right way, is he the guy that's going to come up and be like, hey, everybody get your stuff together? We got a game to win? I don't think so. It's definitely not Julian Love. It's definitely not Aaron Robertson. It's definitely not Adoree Jackson. It can't be Cordell Flott. He's a rookie. It's not Darnay Holmes. He's just fighting to get playing time. Now, Ryan Logan was one of those guys, and that's why a lot of people appreciated him when he was here, but his skills declined, and I just don't think that he fit what they wanted to go, where the Giants wanted to go on defense, unfortunately. So I basically went through our whole starting defense, and I haven't found one legit leader. You don't have to be a Ray Lewis to be a leader of men, but you definitely have to be vocal. You're talking with grown men out there. And you have to be a leader of men to get men motivated to do anything that you want them to do to reach a goal. I haven't been able to name one. Carter Coughlin, you don't even know if he's going to make the squad. I haven't named one. Who is that guy when the chips are down on the defensive side of the ball that everybody can rally around? And then everybody can believe in and take his word to heart and go out there and get it done. Michael Strahan, 17-14 is the score of this game. Everybody believed it. And they believed it, and they went out and they did it, 17-14. Who's that guy on this team? I want to see people in the comments and let me know who's that guy. I'll be honest with you, he's not here. Are there some potential guys that can do it? Yes. But potential is way different from reality. And yes, I've been preaching positivity this whole time, and this is positivity, but you got to look at some things as well. Who's the leader? Wink can't go out there and win the game for us. He can call up the scheme. He can make a damn good scheme. But what happens when the scheme break down a little bit or somebody's not living up to their potential? Who's that guy to get on people's ass and be like, look, do your job. Let's do our job and get out of here with this victory. Let's stop this team from scoring and let's get the hell out of whatever city that we're in if we're on the road. Who's that guy on defense? I've named just about all the starting defense, and I haven't found that guy. So that's why I'm asking the question, can lack of leadership be the downfall for the Giants in 2022? Could we be a good team, but we lose games to good teams in the end of the game because we just don't have that one leader that's just say, no, we're going to get this done and we're going to get the hell out of here. We don't have that guy. In my honest opinion, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys know a guy. Maybe it is Xavier McKinney. Maybe Kayvon Thibodeau can prove me wrong and be that guy from day one. Maybe Leo Williams is that guy. He just never got the chance to be that guy. Maybe Adoree Jackson's more of a leader than we think. But as of right now, I don't see it. I don't see it. My face is just like how my face is on that screen right there. I just don't see. When I thought about it, I was like, who is the leader? Who's the leader? And that could prove troublesome during the regular season. That could prove very troublesome. In all honesty, that could be very troublesome. When you don't have that guy that can lead us. Jason Pierre-Paul was that guy to a certain extent when he was here. Get the troops rallied. Get everybody on one accord. Get everybody motivated to play, go out there and knock some heads and get this victory, get up out of here. We haven't had that guy in a while, folks, and I just want to let you guys know that, hey, I just don't see that guy on the defensive side of the ball, and that could be very troublesome during the 2022 season until somebody comes out and be that leader. And that leader being the guy that proves it on the field and gets everybody else to his level. And then now I look at the offensive side of the ball. Who's that leader? Yeah, we can say Shep, but Shep's never on the field. So what he says, not saying that you are to discount him, but what he says, don't hit as hard as when you're not on the field with us. In the field of battle, it don't hit as hard. You might say the right things, but you're never out here on the field of battle with us, bro. Is it Saquon Barkley? He hasn't proven it thus far. Is it Daniel Jones? Daniel Jones silent. Now, could he be that guy that can lead with his play on the field? Yeah, but he has to be in a good system of people around him to be able to do that. Let's see if he can do that this year. It's definitely not a tight end. Ricky Seals-Jones is not that. Jordan Akins is not that. Daniel Bellinger is not that. He's a rookie. Andrew Thomas, silent giant. Evan Neal, silent giant. He's not a rah-rah guy. Could it be Feliciano? Could he be that dirtbag that leads us? Who knows? He could be a guy that leads us, Feliciano, believe it or not. Is it Kenny Galladay? No. Is it Kadarius Toney? No. Those are guys that just go out there and do their jobs. Hopefully able to do their job a lot better this year than what they did last year with the new scheme. But who's the leader on the offense? When people are screwing up, when things are not going our way, who's that guy that's going to turn into that guy? Yeah, y'all got to shape up. Either shape up or ship out. Who has the right to say that on the offensive side of the ball? Who has the right to go out there and say shape up or ship out? Does Saquon Barkley have that right? often injured, haven't been producing since his rookie year. Does he have that right? Does Daniel Jones have that right? Hasn't produced since his rookie year. Does Shepard have that right? He hasn't been healthy since his rookie year. Does Kenny Galladay have that right, coming off the season that he had? Does Kadarius Toney have that right? He was injured, coming off the season that he had. We definitely know it's not Darius Slayton. See, when you're a bad team, it's hard to find leaders because everything that somebody says can be questioned. Well, if you're such a leader, why are we getting our ass whooped so much? Do you have that right? Do you have a bunch of men with the mindset that would accept someone trying to lead them to victory, coming off bad team after bad team after bad team after bad team after bad team? Who has that right on this team to take that role and be like, hey, look, shape up or ship out? Who has that right? Be honest with you, nobody has that right. But this team has to be together to give a person that right. You have to be in that mindset of, I'm tired of losing. And let's just hear what this man has to say, and let's follow him and see exactly where this goes, because we've been doing it our own way for all these years and we've been getting killed. So something has to change. That's what has to change in order for a bad team to become good. Something has to click to say, hey, look, I'm tired of doing it my own way. Let's try this way and see if it works. Because what we've been doing before then hasn't been working, so we might as well try something new. That's the way this team is going to have to think in the upcoming years with this new regime. They're going to have to be selfless. And they're going to have to find themselves a leader. Whether that's Leonard Williams, whether that's Saquon Barkley, whether that's Kadarius Toney, whether that's Blake Martinez, whether that's Xavier McKinney. This team is going to have to do some real soul searching and really buy in. And really nominate themselves a leader of this team. Could it be Kayvon Thibodeau? Are these veterans on this team willing to listen to Kayvon Thibodeau? Because I do believe he could be a true leader. And I think he could be it very fast. It's just that, are the veterans going to accept that? Are you willing to accept that what you've been doing the past 3 to 4 years hasn't been working? Playing for self. And I'm not saying they all been playing for self. The first year with Joe Judge, they really played for each other. It's just that Joe Judge and Jason Garrett failed them. So are you willing to take another chance with Brian Daboll, Mike Kafka, Wink Martindale? Are you willing to take a chance and put your belief in them like you did with Joe Judge the first season and see where it goes? Are you guys mature enough to nominate a leader? Nominate the person that you see that wants it just a little bit more than everybody else, which could be a Kayvon Thibodeau, to be honest with you. Which could be a Saquon Barkley, to be honest with you. Which could be a Xavier McKinney, to be honest with you. Those guys wanted a little bit more, especially Saquon Barkley. If there is to be a leader on this offense, I think it's going to be him, and I don't think it's going to be close. I think he's the only one capable of doing that. He has the talent. He wants it. He just has to stay healthy. And if that man goes out there and starts producing, why not follow him? He's more talented than you. No shot at anybody on the roster, but it's just true. He's more talented than you. He's hungrier than you, and he wants it more than you. You can see it in his face. You can see it in his eyes. You can see it in his press conferences. He just wants it more. So if there's going to be a leader on offense, it's definitely going to have to be Saquon Barkley, because nobody else is qualified. Nobody else is qualified. it's going to have to be Saquon Barkley. It can't be Shepard. He's hurt way too much. It can't be Kadarius Toney. That's not his nature. It's not Kenny Galladay. He hasn't proven anything with the Lions or here. It's definitely not Daniel Jones, because Daniel Jones is a silent leader. He leads with his play. You put some good pieces around, and I think he has a very good season for you. It's definitely not a Darius Slayton. It's definitely not an offensive lineman. The closest thing I can see to it is Feliciano, because he seems like that guy that people can rally around, because he is that dirtbag that OG Bobby Johnson likes. But if there's going to be a leader on the offensive side of the ball, a clear-cut leader, this is the only guy that I can see to be the clear-cut leader, maybe for the team. In all honesty, it is Saquon Barkley. It's going to have to be him. Reason why? Because he's the most talented. And when he does speak, he's very vocal when he does speak. He cares about this team. And he wants it a whole lot more than what a lot of people think. And he has the talent to prove it on the field, to show you, hey, look, I'm getting this done. Y'all follow me, and let's get this damn victory. I think that's the only guy that's qualified on that offensive side of the ball. But you guys correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe the only guy qualified on the offensive side of the ball is Saquon Barkley. And that's it. It's not even close. So that's why I made this video. It came to my mind today, New York Giants news and rumors. Can lack of leadership be a downfall of the Giants in 2022? It damn sure can. Because if that man doesn't step up and be a leader for this offense, it's going to be the only way this offense is going to be very good is because the scheme is just that damn good, and Brian Daboll is just that good of a leader of men, and he's going to have to be a leader of men like a Mike Tomlin. Just being honest with you, I think Mike Tomlin in the NFL is the best leader of men I've seen in a long time. And it's like it doesn't matter who's on that field with Mike Tomlin, they're going to play their ass off for him. It's because he's just that great of a leader of men. And even he has players on the field that lead. TJ Watt, Hayward, Big Ben to a certain extent, even though I'm not too fond of Big Ben, but Big Ben to a certain extent. Maurice Pouncey to a certain extent when he was there. He had leaders on the field, but Mike Tomlin is that good of a damn motivator to where he gets the sorriest people on the roster to play their hearts out. So if Brian Daboll's not that, it's going to be up to people like Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, lead with your play on the field, because I know that you're that type of guy. And Saquon Barkley, you're going to have to rally the troops, bro. You're going to have to stay healthy, and you're going to have to rally the troops, because I see you as the only guy qualified on the offensive side of the ball to be a leader. Defense, you have a couple of candidates: Blake Martinez, Leo Williams, Kayvon Thibodeau, Xavier McKinney, Jahad Ward. Maybe that defense leads each other in a communicative effort. Everybody is leading everybody on that defense. Wink defenses tend to do that. Wink's defenses tend to do that. They tend to lead each other. They tend to hold each other accountable. It's not really just one voice. It's everyone's voice. Hey, look, we know what we need to do. Let's go out there and get it done. So I can see that happening with the defense. So the defense, I'm not extremely worried about it. It can be an issue. But I see the defense working together as a community effort and everybody holding each other accountable. I can definitely see that happening. And that's a damn good thing, because great defenses do that. Yeah, the Ravens defense had Ray Lewis, and he was the absolute leader for the whole team. But they did have accountability. Ed Reed held McAllister accountable. McAllister held, I forgot the other corner's name, them accountable. Saragusa, rest in peace, held the defensive line accountable. Ball so hard, he held people accountable. Even when they had Peter Bullware, they held people accountable. It was a community effort. But Ray Lewis was just that great of a leader that he stood out above the rest. So the defensive side of the ball, I want them to use that method, to be honest with you, and I think they'll be very good going forward with that. But this offensive side of the ball, when it comes to leadership, I think it's Saquon Barkley a bust. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. When it comes to leadership on this offense, man, lack of leadership can definitely be the downfall for this team. Because things are not going to be peachy throughout the whole season. Hell, we're going to have a lot of hard times, and we're going to need that one person on this offense to pick everybody's spirits up. And it's going to have to be Saquon Barkley, because he's the only one qualified to do it. He's the only one. But that's my New York Giants thoughts for the day. New York Giants rumors and news. New York Giants news and rumors, whatever you want to say it. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment. You guys let me know, am I crazy, or do you see any other candidates besides Saquon Barkley that could be the leader on offense for us this year? You guys let me know. But until the next episode, peace. This has been a Big Blue Crew production.